Hello, my name is Hampus Hansen and I am a graphics designer for Sodo Entertainment.
Hi, my name is Edwin Roth and I'm one of the programmers for this game.
Hello, I'm Kelvin Liu. I'm a level designer and a music producer.
So, I'm gonna start off by talking about the graphics I've been working on. So, I've been working on some rocks, mostly rocks. That's what I've been working with. And then I've been working with some like barrels, boxes, things that you can interact with in the game. I've also been working on some level designing with one of the other graphics designers, and I'm gonna show you that right now. So, I'm gonna show some of the rocks I've made as well. So here you go. As you can see, they are very low poly. That's what I've been working on for this past week.
And so my work for the last couple of days have been mostly centered around, for example, the movement of the camera, how the camera follows the people, which I have some clips which are hopefully playing right now. And I've also been working on a bunch of different physics objects. We're going to have a rotatable board which the player can walk on, or for example place a box under to be able to get over a too high ledge, for example. And I have been working on trying to get that working, because the way we have it now, it does not really want to work, which is a problem that I'm trying to get fixed right now. And then another thing that I've been working on, which for some reason has turned out really good, is the wiring system. How we wire up, for example, a button to a door, and everything like that. If pressing a button will switch between a platform going to point A to point B and then back to point A, or for example, if clicking a button will take a platform to point A and clicking it again will take it to point B, and clicking again will take it to point D or whatever. I've been trying to make it as general and as useful as possible, and I think I've been doing a good job. So far it seems to be working very good, and the features that we have programmed in so far do seem to be pretty stable, at least. Meanwhile, my friends have been working on, namely making a main menu, which is, as far as I know, the code for it is done. And Felix, who you saw in the first video, still working on and tweaking the players. For example, being able to pick up and hold boxes, and we're having to use two people to be able to move a bigger box, for example, that might require more strength. And that's about it for what I've been working on.
So I've been working on the level design on these 2-3 days, and because this is a co-op puzzle games, so when I design the level, I'm thinking about both of the player. You should come into the game. I mean, you should solve the puzzle together. So when I designed the level, it's just like the first picture here. The player sometimes gonna be together to solve the problems, and sometimes you have to split out, which you can see on the picture here. So that's why I made this two different way to get in. And when I add in some details, it looks like this one. So I add in some doors, some planks, and some levers. And the levers gonna control the planks to rotate. So if you want to clear the stage, you have to get it to work with it. But after that, I figured out a problem, which is actually a really big problem. So here I got a little picture here, so I can show you guys a little bit clearly. So you got player A and player B, and player B, they're in different position here. Player A gonna go through these 3 doors here, which I colored to red, blue, and blue. And the last door, the blue one, is open in the beginning. And player B, he got 2 controller, 2 levers. And the red one control the red door, and the blue one control both blue doors. If this is a single play game, this is actually impossible. You no way to get through this. But if it's a co-op, you have 2 players, and this is gonna be way too easy. So player B, you just put on the lever, and player A, you can go through the first door, and then player B can turn on the blue lever, and player A can go through to the second door, and then player B turn off the blue lever, so player A can go through it. And this is sometimes, I can say that's kind of stupid. When I designed after that, I figured out it. So when I designed the second puzzle, I tried to avoid this problem. But still, this should be a co-op game, so both of them should be spread out, as I said. So it looks like this picture. And the most important part is actually the medium part of this level, which means you can see a lower ground and a higher ground there. And the one player gonna be on the lower and one the higher. And adding more details, it gonna looks like this one. So both players gonna go to the top of this mountain, and player A or player B, one of the player can only stand on the higher, and one of them can only stand on the lower. This time the player not gonna be able to control both the bottom, you can see in this picture, and the levers. So, and even when the player are standing on the platforms that make you can come up to the top, you are not able to control the levers. So this will make the puzzle more harder and funnier. And that's what I done these 2 days. And I also made the game's music. I already finished with main menu, in-game, and the puzzle. But today, probably the time is not so good. So I'm not gonna show it today, but next time I'm gonna take it.
And so that's all for this devlog. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I hope you stay to watch our next ones.
Wow, bro. Very nice.
That's a wrap, guys.